I need practice. When I finished college, I discovered harmonicas. I love harmonicas. It's like carrying music in your pocket. And this is just a small one, but a good harmonica is worth its weight in gold because wherever you are, you can have music, and music delights the soul. I wanted to talk today about small things. If you noticed in our chapter that we have gone through Aslan was killed by the White Witch, and as Susan and Lucy stand guard over his body and mourn and weep over his death, something small happens behind them, and they turn around and it's mice. They had gotten the muzzle off of Aslan's face, but they were unable to untie the ropes because they were too tight. But the mice nibbled through and freed Aslan from the ropes. And I wanted to talk about small things because the mice, even though you'd think, well, what can a mouse do? After Aslan himself, this mighty king of the jungle, succumbed to the White Witches, anger and hatred, what can a little mouse do? Well, we find out in the Bible that God loves using mice. In our world, the world says, oh, you have to be strong or smart or beautiful or successful in order to be worth something or to accomplish something. But in the Bible, God uses the most unlikely people to do his will and to accomplish his purposes. And when he invites somebody to enter into his work, no matter who they are or what they have problems with, they're changed forever by their encounter with God. Example, in the book of Judges, which is a pretty horrific book. If you read it, don't read it. It's one of those books where you have to be old enough to read it. But you have judges, these heroes of the faith. You've got Ehud, who was a left-handed man because his right arm was withered and he couldn't use it. And in Israel, to have something wrong like that meant you were useless, worthless. You had Deborah, who was a woman, and not to say that being a woman means you can't lead or be brave or courageous, but in those times it was very unusual for a woman to rise up and be the mother of Israel, and a fighting mother at that. You had Gideon, who had problems with fear and was very insecure. He makes me look secure. You have Jephthah, who was literally born on the wrong side of the tracks. He was an illegitimate son, and his half-siblings threw him out of the family, and he basically lived on the outskirts of society. So you had all these people that had problems, that were little, that were like mice, and yet God used them in a mighty way. So what is God calling you to do today? You're a little mouse? Hey, so am I. What is God calling you to do? Whatever it is, enter into it. It not only will change you, it will also change the world. Thanks. Oh, and get a harmonica. Bye.